it's Nicole. Today is Wednesday, May 3rd. That means it's time for another Top 5 Wednesday. Today's topic is favorite science fiction and fantasy cover art. When I read this topic, I was a little bit antsy just because nothing immediately popped into my head. So what did I do? I Googled science fiction fantasy book covers. And I just kind of was going through it, and that helped me think of one, and then I kind of just went through my bookshelf to see what cover art just like popped out for me. If you don't know what Top 5 Wednesday is, it is a Goodreads group created by Laniey over at Ginger Reads Laniey, and it is now hosted by Sam at Thoughts on Tomes. And I'll leave that link in the description if you want to be a part of the group. It's super fun. There's different topics every Wednesday, and you pick your top 5 whatever for that topic. As always, I'm going to start at number 5 and work my way down. Number 5 on my list is The Buried Giant by, I'm going to butcher this name, I'm sorry, Kazuo Ishiguro. Sorry. What drew me to this book, it was actually the cover, because I can probably only think of one other book by this author. Let me see if I can find it. Never Let Me Go. That was it. First of all, this green is really, with the green and the gold, with the black edges, is beautiful. I love it. The font is very unique. And there's just this goblet in the middle here that really just screams medieval to me, and I love medieval things. So when I first saw that, it kind of drew me, and then when I picked it up and I touched it and it was textured, I was like, ooh. And so yeah, that was just beautiful. And then if you look at it naked, you'll see this really cool metallic kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like it looks burnt to me, like burnt gold. And this little symbol here on the green cover. And it's just, I just love that shimmery that this has here. And then if you just open it further, you'll just see on the inside cover just this, it looks like a mountain range with like rivers going through it. And it's just beautiful. It's just beautifully done. And you can see the giant over there. You can see the giant. If you just look through the drawings too, it's just detailed. Like just if you've read the book and you just see, like there's a point in the book where they're rowing across this little river here to get to this island, and it's right there. Just very, very cool. Very cool. Number 4 on my list is Time Bound by Rissa Walker. This cover, when it stood out to me at first, it was just like this swirling blue down here. I really love the timepiece there and how it's all swirly. I don't know, I just really enjoyed that. This novel is actually very good, and it follows this girl named Kate. Her grandmother gives her this strange looking medallion, and for her it's the color blue. Like her grandmother is just talking to her about time travel, and Kate just thinks she's nuts. Something happens with the timeline that causes everything to be different, so she has to go back and fix it. I just love all the little swirly doos things. Like up here there's like some things going on up there that I really like. I don't know, it's just the little things, I guess. I don't know, I really enjoy it. I really like it. Next one on my list is Magonia. I just love this cover because the color scheme, first, the dark blue that melts into the lighter blue with some greens in there and gold. I just love that. And the feather is just amazing, and then it just goes into birds. I just love it. It's just great. And if you look on the back, kind of behind the words, there's like this compass, which I think is just really cool. Very eye-catching. Number 2 on my list is Lady of the Lake. And I might have mentioned it in one of my previous book hauls. I actually found this at a Goodwill, and it's in pretty good condition. You can see it's kind of rough. There's some stains on it. It just looks, you know, it just looks worn, especially around the edges here. But I just saw this and I just thought it was so beautiful. Just the red and the gold. It was just phenomenal. And I can't believe I found it at a Goodwill. Probably for a couple bucks. I mean, I want to be really careful with it because the binding is kind of coming loose. Yeah, it's kind of like in the front. You can see like the binding is coming off here. So I just want to really be careful with it. But if this copyright date has any meaning, this is very old. You can see like the first cover page here. But yeah, I first saw this and I just, it's just so gorgeous. I mean, you can definitely see the kind of stains like in the back, but I don't know if I can like, probably not like clean it up or anything, but I just saw this and I thought it was beautiful. And number 1 on my list is The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender by Leslie Walton. When I first saw this book, you can first tell, I don't know if you can see it, but the feather is kind of metallic. It shimmers, which that's what first caught my eye. It's beautiful. The font is beautiful for the writing. And just the color scheme, again, just that dark blue and light blue going into the gold and the oranges. That's just beautiful to me. I really, and it's a feather. Again, I've had 2 things with feathers in them, but I just, it's just beautiful. Now, this book, Naked, isn't very, it's not very, you know, like special or anything like that. It's just the blue with that font again that I really love. I love that font. And it's like, for this, it's kind of like, it looks like a copper color here, which is just, I just think it's just gorgeous with this blue. When I read this topic, this was the first book that I thought of. I just remember first seeing this book, I just thought it was so beautiful. So that's it. So that's my list of my top 5 favorite science fiction fantasy cover art. If you did a top 5 Wednesday video, please link it in the comments. I really want to watch it because this topic was actually kind of hard for me. I want to see what y'all did, and don't forget to like my video if you did and subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Goodreads, Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr. I'll see you next time, avid readers.